Oh, I guess he wasn't kidding.
Wow,
When he said
we're just sitting here like, wait. Usually we get like a 5, 4, 3. He's like, let's go.
Hey,
Woo.
whatever. We're ready. Let's go.
go.
We're talking high school football playoffs around the country. Zach Poff, Steve Montoya, and every game we're talking about is huge because it's postseason play. And Zach, a lot of good games on our top 10, but we want to hear from the users out there because we want to know about games going on around the country. You still in? You're fighting to get to the state title? Maybe they're playing for state titles tonight.
And it's hard at this point to limit it down to top 10 games of the week because when you get to the playoffs, there's thousands of big-time games.
Yeah, and I even got the iPad up.
You're ready to go, baby.
Yeah. All right, so while we let people get in, let's talk about a game that you have on your list tonight, and that starts out in SoCal.
Yeah, I believe this might be the best game of the weekend. It's Mission Viejo versus Rancho Cucamonga in the D1 CIF Southern Section bracket. And Steve, this bracket is absolutely loaded. Now, Viejo usually doesn't participate in what used to be the Pac-5 division, but this is their first year in the Division I bracket. They've won 39 consecutive games. They got some big-time playmakers. You got Matthew McDonald slinging the rock, 4-star wide receiver Austin Osborne. Then you got Warren G's son, Elijah Griffin. He's a big-time playmaker on both sides of the rock. They're averaging nearly 50 points per game, but probably getting the toughest opponent they've had this year in Rancho Cucamonga. Now, Rancho Cucamonga, actually a team that's ranked higher in the computer polls. They're number 14 team in the country, so let's check out Rancho Cucamonga real quick. They got some big-time playmakers also. You got Thomas Graham, a 4-star corner. You also got Jalen Red, a 4-star DB who plays both sides of the rock. This team has a ton of playmakers, too. This is going to be a fun game. And, you know, Rancho Cucamonga, they come in 11-0 this year, and that just shows you how big time the Division I CIF Southern Section bracket is. It's the second round.
That's right. All right, let's get to a few comments now. Ed, what's up, my man? How you doing?
What's up, Eddie?
Blacksburg versus Keenan. We got a shout out to Crystal City against Cuero, the Gobblers. Ooh, they're going to be tough.
Hey, with Thanksgiving coming up, you got to go with the Gobblers, right?
I mean, that's a good name. Number one, Bishop Gorman says Jesse, and
they're number one.
Tweets.
It's no doubt. They're number one in my eyes.
We saw some tweets about.
I don't want to mention any names, but someone did tweet out that they had Modern Day and Allen on the schedule this year, but they said they didn't want a piece of Bishop Gorman. I don't know how much truth is behind the actual. Those games are supposed to happen. But I did hear that Gorman had another Texas team lined up, and they ended up not going that route. So, and Steve, I believe Bishop Gorman win those games easy.
Well, I think Modern Day would have beat Bishop Gorman.
No way, you're joking. You're joking.
No.
Look at what both of them did to Bosco. Double-digit win for Gorman. Modern Day had to come back and forth.
But there's a but there. If you're used to playing a team. The games are going to be close.
That's true.
They're going to be close because you're used to prepping for those teams. You know what offense they run, so it's hard to say
Gorman has played Bosco a couple times, though. I'm just saying, but Josh Rosen was there.
Well, all we can do is talk.
Yeah,
because the game's not going to happen.
It doesn't matter.
Dang it. All right. Justin says,
tweets up, though.
Yeah. Justin says Texas weather is awesome today. That's awesome to hear because we'll be coming to Texas in a few weeks. So hopefully, well, it doesn't matter if the weather's nice or not because it'll be in Dallas Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, so I don't care if it's raining or what.
We'll be all right. Yeah. All right. Central Catholic's got Jesuit tonight. I believe that's an Oregon game. That's a good one as always. Penn in the Indiana 6A semifinal.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, Penn undefeated right now, and I tell you what, though, Wayne on the other side of the bracket, they're number 23 in the country. They're big time also.
All right, another comment about Central Catholic and Jesuit in the rain Saturday.
That's perfect.
That's playoff football
weather.
right now. It's supposed to be raining in Northern California. I'm sure rain and cold weather are hitting across the country unless maybe you're in Southern California and it's 85 degrees.
It's always 75, 80.
Yeah. All right, thoughts on Katy versus Cypress Ranch?
I got Katy in a close one, and I believe the difference will be DeAndre Glass, one of the top running backs in the country, a top 50 recruit in the 2019 class. He's nice.
All right, there's a big game out in New Jersey, Don Bosco Prep. They're playing Paramus Catholic, I believe. That's a really good game.
Listen, Paramus is young. They're really good, but Don Bosco, they started the season off a little slow. They're playing very good football right now. I think Don Bosco is going to advance.
All right, we're going to keep the comments going here just for a second. MacArthur against Matter Academy. Clarksburg High. Gorman plays Modern Day week 1 next season. Was that breaking news or?
I guess it is. Breaking news. We need that little graphic at the bottom.
That would be a good one if it is, especially because Mater Dei's got a good quarterback coming back.
Yeah, he's all right. JT Daniels. He's only thrown, 59 touchdowns this year?
Yeah, he's pretty good. All right, this one leads us in really nice right here as DeMatha and St. John's play, and that's one of your games of the week.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it really could have been the game of the week. The WCAC title is on the line. You get DeMatha, the number 5 team in the country, and, it's crazy. They've had really good football teams over the last decade, but they're trying to finish a season undefeated for the first time since 2006. But they're going to have to face a very good St. John's team. Now, they played earlier this season. DeMatha found a way to win 14-13, had a big-time interception down the stretch, and got a big stop on a 2-point conversion for St. John's. Steve, St. John's hasn't beat DeMatha since 1994, so it's been a little bit of time.
And I feel really, really dumb right now, Zach.
What'd you do?
You know why? Because I said Central Catholic against Jesuit is an Oregon game.
Oh, God.
And that's just right down the street from us.
Wow.
It's Central Catholic of Modesto against Jesuit. I'm just not used to them.
There's Jesuits in Central Catholic in Oregon, too, though, so I got your back.
I'm just not used to those two teams playing. Because
they're like, dude, it's like 30 minutes away.
Because usually Central Catholic is in either D3 or D4. Right, and this year they have to go up to D2. So even though I've already talked about that game in a different show and have broken that down before on a podcast, there I go.
You feel better now? You got it off your chest now?
I don't. I still feel like an idiot. Sorry about that out there, as I may even go to that game on Saturday. All right.
Hey, let's get back to DeMatha real quick. And they got this cat, Chase Young. He's a 5-star Ohio State commit. This dude's an absolute beast. And we had him on our podcast this week, and he said this is the best DeMatha team he has ever been a part of. They've had some big-time teams. If they beat St. John's, I think you can make a case he is. Now, let's check out St. John's real quick. This team's loaded with talent also. You got a 4-star quarterback, Kasim Hill, slinging the rock. They got a big-time offensive lineman, Calvin Ashley, a 2017 Auburn commit. They help lead one of the best offenses in the country. On defense, they're stacked with 3 and 4 stars. You got Cam Spence, a big-time D tackle. Tyree Johnson, a 2017 Texas A&M commit. And my guy, Shane Lee, the number 1 inside linebacker in the 2019 class. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, for sure. All right, who you got? Josh Rosen's Bosco team or Tate Martell's Gorman team?
I don't even think it's that hard because Tate Martell's Gorman team beat Josh Rosen's Bosco team.
Well, one year they went 16-0.
I know the year before, the junior year season.
I think that's what they're asking about.
That's the season. I still got Gorman.
Oh, he's such a Gorman lover.
I'm not even a Gorman lover. I just look at it this way. Who Gorman has beat over the last 3 years when Tate Martell's been there, they've beat everybody.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that.
But Bosco, that team snapped De La Salle's 40-game winning streak in the championship game and won an open division title. That was a great team, and that offensive line was a bunch of big-time guys. Damian Mama, now at USC.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Yeah, Mama.
All right, Clarksdale High, 5A, second round. Good luck. American Heritage Plantation against Cardinal Gibbons. Good one in Florida.
I mean, hey, Heritage, they got one of the best defenses in the country. Patrick Surtan, a great coach. His son, big-time DB, I think he is the top corner in the 2018 class. But, Steve, who do you got? Rosen or Tate? You can't just start asking me questions and avoid them. Who you got?
Well, I got Rosen's team.
Yeah. I tell you what, I don't have Rosen's team this weekend because they're playing USC.
Oh, that's the only reason you're saying that. All right, let's keep on go. Bishop Sullivan out in Florida. Florida getting some love. Southwest Dragon, Los Fresno. Shout out to the Other Guy Sports Show from Crystal City. Proud supporters of the Crystal City Javelins. All right.
And, hey, that Bishop Sullivan team, they're playing IMG this weekend. And Bishop Sullivan, man, they got some playmakers. They got Kalen DeBourne, a Florida State guy. I think they're going to hang a little bit. I still think IMG is going to find a way to win. But, it's cool to see a Virginia team going out and taking on a Florida squad.
Yep. All right. Let's finish off the show. We'll read some more comments quickly, but we can't leave without mentioning Texas a little bit.
Texas. We got to talk Texas playoffs. And we got a big-time game. You got DeSoto taking on South Lake Carroll. And this game's going down in the second round of the 6A Division II playoff bracket. Now, Steve, I know DeSoto's happy because they're not in D1 this year, so they don't got to play the Allen Eagles, a team that's knocked them out of the playoffs the last 4 years. In DeSoto's defense, so all 4 of those games have been very competitive, but they don't got to face Allen this year. And they got a chance to win their first state title in school history, which is crazy to think because DeSoto's had a ton of big-time teams and big-time playmakers, obviously led by Vaughn Miller. But this team's loaded with talent. I think this is their best chance to win a state title. You got Sean Robinson at quarterback, Katie Nixon at wideout. This team's loaded. But Southlake Carroll comes in, riding a 10-game winning streak, and they had some unfortunate news about a month ago. Their 4-star Oklahoma commit, Robert Barnes, suffered a broken fibula, so he's out for the year. They've gone 3-0 since that injury, though, and they've still found ways to win games. And like I said before, they've won 10 in a row since their season opening loss to Tulsa Union. So this team's playing very good football. You got Mason Holmes slinging the rock.
Nice play right there.
They dial up some trickery, too. Yeah. So watch out, DeSoto. Southlake Carroll, they come at you with a lot of stuff. This is going to be a good one. I'm going with DeSoto.
All right. Hey, playoff football around the country. Scores are huge. Make sure to get those scores in. You can live score, signing up play-by-play. You can just submit the scores. You could submit more than that, up to you. But I know people who can't be at the games or they're wondering who they may be playing next week. Rely on getting those scores, so please sign up today. A couple more shout-outs before we go. East St. Louis, Santa Ana Saints 11-0 against Azusa. St. Joe's Prep at Northeast. Best of luck to every team still playing out there fighting for a championship.
St. Joe's Prep, they got this kid, DeAndre Swift. I believe he's the best running back in the country. And Najee Harris is the #1 overall recruit, but I think DeAndre Swift has had a better season.
All right, we'll see how he does tonight or this weekend in playoffs. Zach Poff, Steve Montoya, thanks for joining us, and good luck.